All right, belt sander. Same rule as rule number 1 on the bandsaw. Always keep it flat. And on this one, it does happen more often. People thinking it looks cool to curve the edges and the corners and stuff like that. What will happen, and it's happened to one of Willis's kids, it'll catch that corner, it'll flip it up, it'll grab your work, and it sometimes, when you're extremely unlucky, will throw your finger in between that ugly crack between the belt and the table, and it's pretty well stuck. And even if you turn the thing off, it takes 20-25 seconds to stop. So you just got a finger caught for that long. So the easiest fix is don't try to curve or do anything like that. Keep it flat on the table. Turn the sander on and let it go full speed before you start. Same as I just said over there. Don't have it there and then turn it on. Be back at least a little. Let it get going full speed and then start sanding. 3, move your stock back and forth. Use up the whole belt as you sand so that it is one consistent color. Okay, you can see I was working on this last night and I used this a little too much and I should have used this edge a little bit more just to keep it sanding consistently. The reason I wasn't using out here is because there's a rip in the belt and I need to change that belt. But make sure you use it all the same and consistent. And you have to let your board breathe. So if you notice it's starting to get hot, you're seeing burn marks, you're smelling heat, you just need to pull back for count to 10 in your head, let it cool itself off, and then start going again. Those burn marks are hard to remove. Hands and fingers at least 2 inches from moving parts. That's a general rule of thumb for everything. So be back at least 2 inches, about halfway back to this dado slot. Don't ever be inside of that. If you have to sand something smaller than that, hold it with pliers or a clamp, or just get meat. But don't ever be up in here. This is an easy one to eat a fingertip off. Don't push too hard. I see a lot of people with this sanding stance. That's excessive and obnoxious. It actually sands faster if you don't push that hard and just let it work at its own speed. The harder you push, actually the slower it sands. So you're not doing yourself any favors.